Hey everyone, it's Salman Qureshi. You're listening to the Expat Brad podcast, and it's July. Wow, some of you are getting away for the summer. I'm super jealous. It's because it's hot, but I always complain about it being hot in Dubai, and I had to go to Karachi, Pakistan, for a couple of days for some personal things, sad news. I won't get into that now. But what I will say is that I forget, like, the temperatures there were technically lower, but as soon as you step out, like, you are slapped by humidity, right? Like, it just comes and slaps you, like, right in the face and in your hair. And it doesn't matter how long I brush it or whatever, I got a free perm every time I stepped out into the city. It was crazy. And yeah, I felt bad for my kiddo just running around in the heat. So that was crazy. And I actually landed back in Dubai. This is how bad the humidity was, that when I got back, I walk out of the airport, and as soon as I cross this outdoor area bit, the first thought that hits my mind is, oh, it's nicer here. And I was like, this place is like 40 degrees right now in the daytime. I landed in the night, fair point, but still, it was like 10 times better. And yeah, so, thankful for everything. And then you look at the news and you see all this stuff about how we've hit the hottest day in the global history since, I don't know, ever, or the last one was in 2016, and apparently we're going to break that record a few times this year. Whoop whoop. Just is getting hot, right? Everywhere. And I think I'm going to regret not moving to Canada now, or immigrating when I had the chance, because they're going to start melting, as in the ice and stuff. They're going to have a lot more livable land. In fact, with the whole warming up, that's where the temperatures might be good, whereas everything, as you get near the equator, gets hotter. Hey, correct me if my science is wrong. but there's no climate warm changing, blah blah blah. Your science is shit right there. That's my inner white liberal person or something. Anyway, white liberal, they're not white conservative. So yeah, it's gonna get hot. And it's all going to happen around, so it's going to be nicer, I think, in Canada, right? Because everyone goes there and complains about, they all have these wonderful opportunities, these immigrants like me, who go and their country, they can't go back to their country. It's never going to happen back home. It's always going to be terrible. It just keeps getting worse. And they go to these nicer places and they complain and find reasons to complain. And they complain about the weather. They go, it's cold. And I just think, yeah, just wait. I think at the speed we're going in 3 years, next year, I don't know, 5 years maybe, it's going to be perfect there. And every other place is just going to be hot. And then everyone who was an idiot like me and didn't take up the opportunity is going to sit outside and go, oh man, it's going to be terrible. I think a lot of people will move to Dubai initially as well, because they'll be like, your electricity bill is how much? And it's pretty decent here. It's not like bank breaking kind of thing. It's a little high now. It keeps increasing a little bit, but it's all right. It's affordable. And so people are going to be, if I move to Dubai, I can afford to have my aircon on. And so they'll start moving here. And pretty soon we don't have natural resources here for, like, I don't know, electricity? I mean, I know UAE has a lot of oil, but at the same time, Dubai doesn't, right? So then all this is going to cause bills to go up, and we'll be like the people in England who can't afford heating. Oh, wow. I mean, I didn't say that as a joke, people. It's very serious. And so then Dubai is just going to be unaffordable. And here we are. Like, we're stuck now. Right? Canada, Russia, maybe Scotland. I just remembered. My wife's from Scotland, and my kid's British as well, so I better get on that. I better move to Scotland's gonna be more. My wife has always complained. She hates going back because of the weather. She hates it. She's like, my whole life I grew up, it was gray and dull. And I'm like, hey, that sounds like amazing Dubai weather. What are you complaining about? And again, Scotland's going to get warmer, so it'll be the right temperature. This is my theory. This is what's going to happen. So we got to move north, maybe south. I don't know. Will Antarctica be the next wonderful place to be when the ice melts away? Should I go over and claim some land there right now? Foresight? How long is this going to take, man? For my kid, maybe. King of Antarctica. Or at least like a piece of it. Isn't it like a huge continent? I don't know how much of it will be left when the ice melts. Do they know that? Like, all the ice melts and they realize, oh, is this a small patch of land that just had a lot of ice around it? That's the North Pole, though, isn't it? Dude, that's my theory, guys. You gotta have this backup plan. The way it's heating up everywhere, and I don't know what we're gonna do in places where rain's not coming. You don't have the facilities. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for everybody. So take care of yourself and invest in sun block cream companies. Yeah, I just thought of that. I swear to God, I just thought of that. I'm like, that would be a good investment. People are going to pay more and more. Like, people will start buying more of it as we get educated about sun and cancer and blah, blah, blah. Although, does global warming mean more sun time? No. No, I think that's separate. Sorry. My bad. If you already invested based on my advice, I apologize. I don't think the sunblock cream thing might be the right thing. I'm speaking through. You should know if you paused. Oh my God! If people pause at the wrong part of my episode, I'm gonna pause this episode and invest in sunblock cream right now. Then I apologize. We've made a mistake, and I hope you don't sell at a loss. Woo! I'm just thinking this shit out loud. Like, is it going to be like that? What else would change with all this global warming and stuff? Like, it's hotter. People more comfortable clothing? I don't know. Should we invest in cotton? Or water bottle companies? Oh, that's evil, isn't it? They're like sucking the earth dry. It's so funny, like you see these companies and they're like, we all know we're all part of it and there's nothing. We're heading like straight into a car crash and we're all like, oh, we gotta, brake. But none of us are willing to put the foot on the brake. And when I say us, I have always said the same thing. All right, at an individual level, I've given up. I don't think anything I do at this point is going to make any difference to any of this. I'm talking about the people in control, in power, the decision makers, the people who should be making this happen. Man, if their foot's on the brake and they're just like, you know what? I'm going to lift my foot off the brake and move it towards the accelerator and the pedal and just nicely just press onto that. That's what's happening. And so I'm trying to now just enjoy those few moments before we head into that crash. Or I'm kind of looking around and going, should I invest in a good safety helmet? That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to have fun before it all goes down and it happens. And I don't know. Like, at this point, I also realize I won't be rich enough to be at the billionaire level to go off to Mars. I think that's their plan, right? The rich people are just like, they're not telling us everything. They've got bases on the moon and Mars, and they're just like, yeah, we're good. We're just going to head off as soon as they've got this alarm, like a measurement tool somewhere in their house, and they're like, when it hits this, the siren will go off. You'll get in your rocket ship that's under your house, and you'll go off and inhabit the new world, whereas the rest of us will be left standing back and going, take me with you. So yeah, guys, I've just spelled out what's going to happen in the next few years. So if you were making plans, you might as well drop it and become a beach bum. That's right. And on a brighter note, it's like everything's going to hell. But on a brighter note, I've been hitting the gym, guys. I have to tell you guys, every time I start going on this path, I'm like, look, it's my birthday month. Okay, I hate my birthday. Personally, I hate birthdays. I hate my own birthday a lot. I've as a child growing up, I've never. It's the summer birthdays are horrible. If you're about to have a child, try avoiding the summer months for their birthdays. Just because my personal experience was in the summer, everyone's gone away, your closest friends and stuff, and especially in July. And in August, they might be starting to come back, but July, they've all gone. You might be somewhere else as well. So it might be nice if you've got family and friends that you've gone to, but it never really works out like that. You don't have the same kind of big birthdays that I saw my other siblings have as well. And so my birthday was always like the summer half ass thing, right? So I didn't really love it ever. I find it more and more just not meaningless. I like celebrating life, and I'm not like a downer that way. But it's my birthday month, and 2 days, so 2019, 2 days after my birthday, one of my best friends died. And so now I have that wonderful association around the time of my birthday, and other things have happened in July, and I'm just like, I've actually lost a lot of people around this month too, not just him, a lot of close, wonderful people. So that sucks. I just, all right, it's the month where I'm gonna remember them all, and bring some cake home and balloons home and celebrate. And also, once you cross 40, you're like, do I really want to be reminded of my aging? Not that I feel old, but it's the number. It's a number that keeps coming up, and you're like, age is just a number. Yeah, but it's a number, and it's going up. So I don't know what I was talking about. It's like, it's my birthday month, so it should be fun in some ways. I've got nothing planned. 2 days after my birthday, my family's flying out for a month-long holiday in Scotland and London. I am going to get to spend it here in Dubai. Wonderful. But it will give me some soul-searching time and a time to miss my kid and wife, and kind of looking forward to it. So why did I start talking about? Because I'm hitting the gym. I've got like a week left, a little more than a week, and I'm like, I just want to lose like half a kilo if I can in that time, just to tell myself I'm physically in a better place than I was last year. Because at this point, I've given up on the next year on my birthday I'll have 6 abs or whatever kind of dream. That's gone. But I'm I just want to like lose a little bit, just a tiny bit, just to feel good on the day that. So I'm hitting the gym every day now that I can. I've increased the amount of time of my workout. It's helped that I'm not that busy with work, so it's kind of like working out for that from that perspective. But I always remember how good I feel after work, the days I work out, how good my body feels, how good my mind feels. And then I don't know why we can't like just make it a habit. Everyone should just be doing it. And he said we got busy and blah, blah, blah. And then I read the stat, I think it was a Harvard study, that if you're obese but work out, you live longer than a person who's at the right weight and doesn't work out at all. So that was quite interesting. Although I'd like to meet these two people and go, hey, how are you at the right weight level and while you're not exercising? First, I'd like to slap them for being so lucky, and then I'll have this chat with them, which they might not want to have once I've slapped them. I don't know. Maybe they're nice people. That's why weight stays off them. I don't know. I don't know their life story. And then I want to just hug the obese person in this story and go, I'm really sorry you're working out and you're still obese. And then you get to live longer as an obese person, which is, I don't know. Like, I hope you accept it and there's not fat shaming going on, so you enjoy this life and you're not upset about it and you're at peace with your body. All right, so I'm not making fun of that. I'm just saying it is a real, pressure thing. Like, I get it. Like, any physical, anything you lack physically is so prominent, right? Because that's what you see in people. That's what we notice. You see someone with bad teeth, If your teeth are okay, no one cares about it. But if you have bad teeth, everyone sees that first. It's a thing. Think about it, all right? I swear to God, it's a thing. You got bad teeth, everyone's like, oh my God, that person with the bad teeth. Do something about it, right? But you could have great teeth, then someone might notice, but teeth is something. And so physical stuff is something. And I'm not a tall person, right? And compared to someone with a weight problem, my thing is I can't do much about my height. Apart from artificial stuff. What? Wear platform shoes all the time? Walk around in stilts. I hate those, especially those stupid fashion advice that go, hey, if you wear these kind of clothes or these kind of colors and stripes, then you'll look taller. And I'm like, man, that's bullshit. All I got to do is stand next to someone average height and they know I'm short. All right. It doesn't matter how many stripes I've got on. Okay. They know. They look at it. It's different. All right. So I understand that pain. I understand it better because I can't do anything about it. I recently heard about this guy who, was it in China or Japan, who had like, was he an influencer? You must have heard this story. He added like bone or something into his legs to make him taller by a couple of inches, and he felt good about it. He said it was the most painful thing, but he felt good about it. And maybe in the future people can do that once it's safe and common and affordable. I'll be too old, so I've missed that boat entirely. But yeah, so the weight problem thing, it's a thing. It's just those two people, man. I'm just these people in these studies. I feel bad, and he's living longer. Whereas this guy who's on the normal weight, she's gonna die earlier, but satisfied, right? Although and they're going to get more like sympathy. Right, they're gonna die, and people will be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that person died. They looked fit. They looked all right. They were happy." Because I guess when you're that weight, like everybody throws stuff at you. Whereas the person who's obese, they'll die, and people will be like, "Oh, well, we saw it coming." Whereas the sign says something else. So, what's that all about? What's going on here? Well, that's weight and life and all that kind of nonsense. I'm watching Silo on Apple TV, and man, so often they just nail it. They've got great shows coming on. Whereas Netflix is just like vomiting stuff, and every so often you find like a diamond in there, but it's coming to a point where you're like, man, I am having to sift through a lot of puke to find that one gem. Whereas Apple is just like, just nailing it. And Silo is, although it's one of those, it's kind of I haven't finished it. I'm 4 episodes in, but the season, I think all the episodes are out. It's one of those shows where they're living in an artificial world inside because the outside world has, been destroyed, or has it. And I've seen similar stories. We've seen movies about the same kind of story, but this one's fun because it's really, although that's the world it's happening in, it's really a murder mystery. There's like some conspiracy theory, something's happening, and there's been some murder. So it's really about that, and that's what I love. It's at a deeper level. It's really a crime murder show, which is the type of stuff I like. It's well done. There's great actors in there. Rashida Jones from The Office is in there. That's what hooked me, because I saw her little clip on TikTok. Not her, but from the show. And I was like, oh, I want to watch this because, hey, she's doing a totally different kind of role. I've totally forgotten about her. But spoiler alert, she dies pretty early, like in the first episode itself. So I was like, oh, it's not her show. Maybe in the next few episodes she's going to come back and make an appearance. I don't know. But yeah, so it's a good cast. It's a great show, fun. I obviously haven't finished it to know what the ending's like, but I'm quite close to it. And so that's my recommendation for shows. Check it out. Silo's a good one. Oh, and the other thing I woke up to this morning was Threads, right? So if you probably have heard of, it's the Twitter copy and I hope it kills Twitter, because every time I get on Twitter, I hate it. Every little change, I don't know, this experience is being destroyed, and I'm not getting into the freedom of speech and all that kind of stuff. Just something about it. It's just, I hate it now. And this, the recent thing he did about limited tweets, it's just like a painful thing. But I like text-based apps. I realize that. I don't have time all the time to get into video and stuff like the younger generation. I've just got busy timelines, and I would love to do more video stuff. But text is easy for me because it's on the go and I can do it and I like it. So, but I was getting sick of Twitter, and Facebook does not have that same kind of experience. So Threads has come out. It's awesome. If you're not on it, get on it. My standard username is there. It's Salman ZQ on there as well, and I'm really enjoying it. So far, they haven't destroyed it by, I guess they can't right now, with the whole, this is what you'll see, this is the ads you'll see, and blah, blah. It's very easy to sign up also because from your Instagram, because it's owned by Meta, right? So they will spoil it eventually, but for now, I'm happy. You can sign up through your Instagram thing, and so you don't have to refill all the data and profile and blah, blah. You can just copy paste it across. It's nice. But it's already been fun. The first day's been fun. I've been tweeting. Well, threading on it? I don't know. That's what we're doing now. So I'm writing on it. I'm posting on it. And I've already pulled some friends. I have mixed feelings about one thing, though. I know it was easy to sign up with Instagram, and you've got that follower count coming along with your friends and stuff, which is cool, because I think that's why the other apps haven't worked, because they haven't been able to get people to move in and find a community fast enough. This one does that because, you already have a few people on there. But one thing I did love about Twitter was finding strangers and reaching out to people and making those connections. So I hope I don't lose that, because I already have Instagram to interact with the people I know, and Facebook and blah, blah. Twitter was always this unknown as well. And I've made some great friends like that, at least online, right? And so I want that to keep going, and I hope that doesn't get ruined, or that does not happen. And yeah, let's see how it rolls. I really hope it works, because I'm going to monitor this for a week. I'm going to use it a lot. It's so Twitter stylish that usability is so easy. As one of my friends, Rami, said, the bar is so low that just a functioning app is enough. I thought that was brilliant. And so yeah, that, it's working. It's working fine. And I'm hoping in a week's time it'll be good enough that I'm going to quit Twitter. A few times I've thought about it, but I've just gone, where do I go to text this stuff? I like doing it. I really do. And so now, if this doesn't crash, Twitter's done for me for sure, like 100%, and I'm really happy about it. I hope a lot of journalists and everybody just move over here. Let's see how it pans out. Like I said, if you haven't, give it a go, try it, because, hey, what we really need in life is one more social media platform to operate on our phones. Cool. That's what's been happening, guys. I've just been parenting. I've been checking out this app. I've been watching Silo. I've been taking it easy and having some fun. We do have some great shows coming up next Tuesday. If you're Dubai-based, come down to Rushdi's Comedy Souk at the Courtyard Playhouse. I'm going to be performing there on Tuesday, July 11th. So that's a show I'm looking forward to. And I hope you come down or spread the word. You can sign up for attending the show on the website for courtyardplayhouse.com. Cool. Do that. Meanwhile, I will be heading off doing other stuff. Take care. I'm running out of time. I'll catch you on the next episode. Take care of yourself. Goodbye, or as a dog would say, woof.